Okay, so last time we got out of the swamp, we went and found the
Mm,
army along the road. Uh,
mhm.
Katya kind of head nodded to a few people, but that was about it. Um, and then we started south towards. Now I forgot the name of the city, but we started south. There was a lot of back and forth about what we're gonna do, how we're gonna try and find Bush, and how and because Katya definitely wants to find him, but we don't know how. And Click says, "Well, I can do it, but it's gonna take take some time for me to try and find out." And that's when we actually decided, well, let's just head south to Waterdeep, and we were headed to the next town.
So you missed a little bit of the swamp because I believe that was also when you encountered a strange troll.
That
If
was
you
the
can,
what the fuck.
Oh yeah,
that
didn't we blow him up?
there was two
Oh,
technically moments like that because there was one where you shot at a frog, and I think, and then yes, you attacked the troll, and the troll attacked you guys, and whenever you sliced him, he
just a
sprayed.
frog that was basically leaving us alone, but you attacked him anyway.
Well, that's because Levi feels a little bit invincible. He's pretty sure that he almost took down that dragon basically by himself.
Hmm.
Hmm. So yeah, that's pretty close to what happened, and we're gonna tune into the party as they are traveling southwards from the Mere of Dead Men. Let me zoom in on my map here, roughly right about here, and they're traveling southwards towards Thornwall. Katya,
Yeah.
as the party rounds the bend, you see a very familiar looking sight. Uh, you surrounded by this rock wall that's built moderately high, very similar to that of Daggerford. Um, as you've been walking this way, the army has been marching past in the opposite direction for basically this whole trip, and it's not until you guys approach the actual wall that the army has finished marching out behind you as they are continuing their path north. Uh, Passing through the gates, this you know this city is not even really much of a city at all. Few hundred people. It looks like very few actual guards. But in your experience, Katia, just like in Daggerford, the local populace can be called up in militia
Mm.
at any point. But it seems that there are very few actually standing guards. Especially at this gate, you see uh, wearing patchwork of armor, some of it, brightly polished, depending looking at like this older human fellow uh versus his compatriot, this younger teen teenage fellow with a very starts of a little scruffy goatee starting to come in. Hasn't quite actually uh reached full facial hair though.
Okay.
Am I supposed to be recognizing them?
No, you do not actually recognize these people. It's more of
Exactly
it
what the situation is.
yeah,
They've got the
it
old and the young manning the wall.
exactly. With your time in the army, you would know that during this large push to gather up the forces for the civil war that's probably about to break out. who are left behind, but the too young and green and the too old to be valuable on a battlefield.
Perfect time for a vampire attack.
Of course.
As you guys head further into town, thankfully it hasn't rained in the past few days. Otherwise, the clear signs of thousands of trampling feet down this main street would have turned this into a sloppy mess. But it seems that they have only done to impact the road severely and making like a clear and easy track going from one side of town to the other.
We're looking for an inn.
Yeah, I thought that's what you wanted, says Click.
Shouldn't be that hard to find, right?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you're tired too, Katya?
You just
Oh. I mean, I went down a couple of times. Yeah. Just need to sleep it off. Wait, didn't I die?
yes.
Click looks both ways sheepishly.
Maybe.
Hey Katya, do you got 300 gold?
Yeah, what's up?
Thought it was 10,000.
I need to replace something.
Yeah, hold
Thought
on.
revival was like 1,000 gold.
So depending on the length of death, the longer you go while being dead, the more expensive. And the more complete your body is, the less expensive. You could bring someone back to death while only possessing their finger with a high enough resurrection spell.
I do have 1,000 gold. But yeah, I have 300.
Okay.
Sounds like a really setup for a Jackass series.
Good thing they don't have like
Jackass series.
internet fame and stunts yet.
It's gonna be crazy when they get that.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine Johnny Knoxville literally blowing himself up.
I mean, that would just make an expensive shoot, right?
Yeah.
But anyway,
Do you want me to put the diamond or whatever in my inventory?
to what?
I imagine you're having Click buy a diamond. Do you want me to put it in my inventory?
I'm gonna try and buy a diamond. I don't know if a town this side would actually have one. We might have to get back to Waterdeep.
Okay.
We need to flex our cash.
I'm gonna put the gold back in my wallet,
We're peasants.
and if we're successful, it's yours.
Okay, great. Now where are we going?
Tavern.
To a tavern. Okay.
Inn, I mean. Sleep.
Yeah, we could do both.
I mean, generally they're both.
Okay. So
Oh my god, sorry.
all right, I need you guys to push for me.
Push. What am I pushing? You may do what?
What you guys doing?
I wanna,
Finding a tavern. Assume you need to rest. Being dead and all, and I think our cleric has like no spell slots.
where on the map did we come in through?
You came through on the northern side,
Okay.
roughly about here.
Alright, I'm gonna go to around here.
Okay. Heading further down Main Street, you can hear the streets are mostly empty. Similar to that of the wall, you don't see that many people of the prime age going about their business. There seems to be people talking about, typical wares and stuff, but can I get a perception check?
Everyone?
Whoever wants to listen.
Why not? Perception plus 9.
Cooper. 5.
23.
29.
Okay.
No, 19. 20. Straight 20. 29.
Okay. So, Katya, you're just simply exhausted in trying to make a beeline to center of town to try and find the local inn, and the talking back and forth is either too quiet or just doesn't catch your ear at all. But for Meepo and Levi, what you hear is snippets of this. It's like, did you see how large that army was? It's like, sorry, I got it.
Loganstein.
He's dead. It's COVID.
Fever just took him out.
Fever, coughing. No, that's just COVID. That's straight COVID.
It feels like a hair's in my throat.
Can you go get a drink?
Viral infection. Been there, had that.
What was I doing? Okay.
Size of the army going by.
Did you see the size of the army going by? It's like I had no idea Waterdeep could make such a large force. It's like it's truly impressive. It's like and I bet it cost a lot of our fucking taxes. It's like, this is so stupid. If they want to be separate, why don't they be separate?
Only one union.
Are we about to go and assassinate Jefferson Davis?
No,
Is that our new mission?
Hopefully.
I won't even make that joke.
Traitors. Rattlesnakes and alligators.
You know how weird it is that like being at the Liberty Bell, we have a picture of Jefferson Davis standing with the bell because it went down to New Orleans in the 1880s.
Why?
It went for some expo, and he just like
He wanted to be there.
in Louisiana with a fan for a while.
I'm not surprised that would be there, and he would be there, etc. Yep.
So not really civil war because we're fighting on behalf of a monarch.
It's not a monarch.
Waterdeep's not as a monarchy. I don't know. I don't remember what they have exactly.
Tribal warfare.
Nope. Okay, so there's like 5 provinces.
Jeez.
like-
Governors.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I mean,
This
like,
is the Tetrarchy, actually.
Are
There's
we in
five-
the Articles of Confederation kind of deal?
slightly.
Oh, okay.
So there's
Oh,
5.
great.
I was like, we talked about this literally at this point, probably a year ago. It's like, why don't you guys remember the lore I write? Oh, All right. So there's 5 provinces. And from what you guys actually know versus what you can infer, what you actually know is that the provinces elect representatives to go to the capital of Waterdeep, and they make legislation and policies that are supposed to govern for all 5 and supposed to, foster trade and all that kind of stuff.
Articles of Confederation.
Yes, it's basically Articles of Confederation.
This will never end poorly.
Yeah. So, as you guys hear as you're walking through town, it's see, I don't know if Somerset actually did it though, because like, if he's got so much money, then how did he get caught so easily? He should have had someone else do it.
Money does not grant competence.
Did we drop the ball not investigating that?
That's up to you all.
No, we just never did. We didn't drop it. We just didn't catch it.
So, yeah, there's murmurings of people who are pro the Northern Province separating. There are people anti Northern Province separating. Let's see, Levi, you got a 23, right?
Yeah, something like that.
The blacksmith is grumbling to a customer. It's like, if everything goes like this, and suddenly I won't be able to import all my ores. It's like the prices will shoot up. I might run out of business. And then you hear the merchant that he's talking to. Oh yeah, it's going to be terrible. I'm going to have to pay tariffs both ways.
Paying tariffs for both ways?
Shipping stuff in and out.
We just need the EU common market. We must establish a unified currency and open trade.
Who are you, Kobold?
I'm the one speaking sense into you.
Look, we have open trade now.
Aren't the kobolds kind of communistic?
Kobolds
Are
are
anti-individualist.
tribalistic.
Okay.
I don't hear any of this, so I'm just
Yeah.
looking for a tavern.
Make a second perception check, Katya.
We will not simply get to leave the Union.
And Levi is really not into commerce and stuff like that. He's just looking for
What?
dragons to shoot.
Oh my gosh.
This has been a total 180 on Levi's personality. It's like, I did it once. Let's fucking go.
He's ready.
21.
So, Katya, you do see the tavern.
Heck yeah.
There is a simple sign above the door. Ornately carved onto this wooden sign is a very simple four-legged table.
Looks like the right spot to me. I walk inside.
Inside, there is the normal bustle of a tavern during the day. You see some people eating food and stuff. There's a very frazzled-looking red-headed dwarf woman moving about. With that, you had over 20. You can see that this tavern inn does have a shelf where you would have kept most of your drinks to be served. You can see that many of the spaces on this shelf are laid bare.
Oh. Understood.
Siege for the war effort, I'm sure.
We're just eating out, yeah. Cool.
We haven't eaten in a while. Maybe we should get some food.
It's debatable if now is food maybe, booze not so much.
Well, what are we gonna
Why
drink?
no
then?
booze?
Water.
Water.
You want me to get
If we
Yardia?
wanted booze, we needed to go north of the army, not south.
Want me to contract Yardia? Is that what you're wanting me?
What?
Should we want to get cholera?
You know what? Learn how to brew, then we'll talk. I'll go up to the woman and ask if she has any rooms
Just want to drink
available.
booze.
Sorry, dearie, what?
Any rooms available?
Yeah, it's food that I'm running a little low on. I hope you're not too hungry. Probably have enough for a few bowls of oats.
Perfect.
Oats.
Perfect.
What about
Where's
the
the
meat?
meats?
Nope, this is perfect.
Where is the meats?
You can go hunt it yourself.
Sorry, I'm fresh out. I've been
Fresh
running
out of
around like
meat.
They just had an army here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and now you have the real heroes.
It doesn't matter. This poor woman.
Oh, I'm not poor. They
Well,
paid for everything.
no. I meant in more of the sense that you just had an army come through.
Yeah, yeah, we normally don't see that many people in a day.
Right.
Um,
So I glare at the other two. You guys can go and hunt for meat yourselves if you want it.
so that will be a bowl of oats, though?
Yes, please.
Hot or cold?
You.
Hot, please.
Okay. She goes into the back.
What do you think people taste like?
Oh my god, no!
Would that be? I don't know how this would work for kobold. I don't know I don't know if
No,
that would be
it's
taboo
the
to a
lizard.
kobold or no. I really don't know.
It's the lizard people, and I straight up left a campaign before because of that ish.
What?
Oh,
Yeah, we had somebody in the party who started debating like eating the party members.
Not eating the party member. I mean,
was
the
was-
poor the tavern owner.
was I airing too close on guide?
No, mostly
you-
because it was eggs and
Okay.
things that were already dead.
Yeah.
Not
No, I mean
really.
like, yeah,
Eggs
he
weren't
wasn't gonna wait a
necessarily
long
dead.
time before you guys died.
No, it was fine. I mean, like, Guide was also somebody we hired. It was like literally somebody I was sitting at a table with.
Oh,
What if she dies by other means? Is it okay to eat then?
You know what?
No,
Eric.
we're not gonna eat her. I'm joking. Jesus.
she comes back out. She pushes
Hungry.
her hair out of her face. Okay, that's one bowl of oats. 2 gold, please.
Does this cover the rooms, Logan?
The rooms would be 10 gold each.
So the bowl of oats is 2 gold?
This is all I have left. I'm sorry. It's very high demand.
Not anymore.
Fair enough. Nope, we'll just rent one room. My bowl
Like
of
it is
oats.
the movie Ravenous.
12 gold gone.
I should watch that movie. It's quite good.
I just hand
Very
over the
disturbing.
gold. Guys, unless you feel like paying for your own room, we're sharing a room.
No, fair enough.
I don't know. Meepo snores.
I know it.
You'll
I-
live.
I can get my own room, says Oliver.
Fall asleep first, then.
Blake says, I'll bunk with Oliver, I guess.
Oh my god. I eat my oats.
I mean, they're pretty plain,
Yep.
because it's just oats. But then there's this underlying sweetness to it,
Heck
and it's like as you stir it around, you know that there's like this yellow swirl in there.
I should put honey in there.
I'm not gonna get honey yet.
But yeah, what do you guys want to do now? It's like you've got your rooms, but it is roughly midday.
I'm gonna listen while eating. Is anybody talking about anything other than the army?
Make a perception check.
– 14.
So there could be some kind of, but like there's so many overlapping conversations from people walking in and out, that the talk of the town right now is the army, and is is this, people are offering their opinions on politics right now. You hear, like, you see like this very well dressed man. He looks like he's wearing some finer clothing. He says, it's like, oh, if they separate, then my lands to the south will become quite a bit more valuable. They're producing fine sheds of grain, and they don't grow much in the mountains. It's like I could become a rich man.
You should do that.
I was not talking to you, lizard.
Well, don't talk so loud then.
Don't eavesdrop.
Don't talk so loud, and I won't be able to.
Nobody's talking about anything weird happening.
In this town? Oh, okay. Uh-oh. My webcam is dying. No,
So I
it's
do
not
assume there's
charging.
no beer in this tavern, is there?
You could ask for some.
Shall ask for beer.
Let's see.
We are looking at the.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to figure it. So, the big problem
Just around
is,
the room, man. Just
well, the big problem is I can't look. It's not a perfect charging cable.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if it's charging or not.
fair enough.
So, I mean, you'll probably be able to hear me no matter what, but for the sake of expression, there are people that mention the strange storm cloud that had appeared to the north that seemed to vanish rather quickly before. It was some people. Yeah, it was over the. I think it was over the mayor, and it just stayed there for hours on end, and then just disappeared.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay.
That's exactly where you guys were.
Yep.
What a coincidence.
We should have gone north of the army. Ah.
Unless you guys have any specifics planned.
I wanted beer.
Oh, yeah, sorry. So, you go up to the bartender. This red dwarf, she's like, she keeps having to wipe away the sweaty hair from her brow. It's like, can I help you, dear?
I demand beer.
How much?
Gosh, Meepo.
How much you want?
Tankard.
A
Tankard.
tankard. Give me a gold.
That's expensive as tankard.
It's like, yeah, I'm the only beer you're gonna find in town.
Jeez. Okay.
Supply and demand, Meepo.
That'd be good though.
She takes your gold and like you see her disappear into the back. She comes out with this nice halfling sized tankard. Something that the hobbits would use without too much of an issue because you're roughly that size.
If I'm gonna pay gold, I expect full size. Jeez.
Make a persuasion check.
What do I have? Persuade. It's been like this. I use persuade. Oh, I have advantage in that. $20.
Ooh.
I tell you what. If you buy for your friends who are still at the table, I'll make it 2 gold for all the tankards.
Fair enough. I'll take it.
Okay. So she takes your 2 gold and gives you the 3 tankards of beer. Katya and Levi, you just see Meepo just like tiptoeing through the crowd, like
Once he gets there,
Hey,
ask
our whole
him,
party.
"Are-
How many
are
of
you
there are
thirsty?"
here with us? That there's like 5 of us, right?
there's 5 of you, but I just said those other 2 went to their
Oh.
room.
Of course, I start drinking them.
All 3 of them?
Of course.
Of course.
I saw that coming from a mile away.
So Meepo, this is a nice beer. It's got that right amount of hops that you've always liked.
Mm.
It's like nice undertaste, and it's just nice and cool after a long day of walking. It's like it is nice. But
Being
if
a
you're
kobold without lips, I just unhinge my jaw down the ship. Yeah.
Yes.
So, since you're drinking 3 tankards all by yourself, I need you to make a con save.
Oh Lord.
Could have shared.
You're right. I could have. But I bought it, so
Hey, Cat,
6.
maybe once he's all drunk, we should just take him outside, leave him in the alley.
It's an option.
That way he won't wake us up with his snoring all night.
So, Meepo does not get flushed like you two are used to seeing typical mammalians do when they get drunk, but his eyes. What color are your eyes typically, Meepo?
Yellow.
Yellow. Those yellow eyes become kind of orange as you see all the blood vessels inside them dilate extra large. Meepo, you are drunk.
Drunk Meepo's probably not very different from sober Meepo. Other than the coordination and whatnot. Meepo's kind of a drunk, angry drunk, kind of a drunk person by default.
Yeah. I imagine from little
Yes.
Meepo.
Many belches. Many belches. Of course, when I finish a tanker, I just kind of throw it.
Kink, 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 kink.
Considering, even though it's midday, Katya did have a brush with death. I think I'm accepting that I'm not going to get any new news out of this town in regards to our search, and I will go up to my bed.
Now you were just passive listening, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, are you gonna try anything else? Because I'm just saying that you could try something else besides passive listening.
I was thinking about going to the walls and talking to the guards
Uh-huh.
and seeing what they knew.
That is an option. What about you, Levi? Seems like me.
if she goes up there, and Meepo's still at the table.
I think Katya gets up to go somewhere. It's where she's going is up to Laura. What do you do when Katya gets up? And with Meepo still at the table.
I'll get up as well.
Did we both finish?
If she heads up to the room, I will head up with her, but I will go ahead and look at some of the books that I got instead of passing out asleep.
Okay.
I'm going to regret this. Did Meepo finish his food?
Didn't have any food.
You just hit.
Beer.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to pick him up and put him on my shoulders, and I'm going to walk to the wall.
I want more beer.
No,
Yes.
I can't trust leaving you alone.
I think you should leave him.
What's the worst that could happen?
There's a lot that could
Yeah,
happen.
what's the worst that could
What?
happen?
Like I'll get kidnapped and tried and sold into slavery again?
Oh, yeah.
If that would ever happen twice.
Yeah, what's the chances?
The weird part is it happening twice. That would just be repetitive and unimagined. Anyway, Katya, it doesn't take you long to get to the walls. Going up from the tavern right about here, you could go up to the main road as you want, or you could. Which side of the wall would you like to go on?
The mirror's to the north, right?
Yes. This is the north gate up here.
Yeah, we'll go to the north gate where we came in.
Going up to the north gate, you see the older man and the younger, barely a teen, standing there. The older man sees you approaching, like he stands up real straight as he can, even though like years of bending down for a field has slowly brought his head down in a permanent stoop. The teenager kind of fumbles with his gear, trying to also stand up straight.
I just nod. Addie's good, man. I had a couple of questions, if you don't mind.
Who are you and why are you asking? This is our first question, ma'am.
Katya Vasilevna, on a mission, worked with the White Spire for a little bit, encountered some odd findings, and we're seeking to right some wrongs. I've heard talk about that odd,
Excuse me, ma'am, says the teenager.
yes.
What's the White Spire?
The Wizard Research Facility in Waterdeep? Katya struggles to figure out how to describe it.
Oh, okay. Okay, sorry, keep going.
But I've been hearing some talk about that odd, what was it, like Stormcloud Logan?
So there was a very irregular shaped storm cloud that was hanging over the mirror for a solid like day. And like it never grew.
So yeah, that. I was wondering if you could give me any more insight into it, or if you've heard of anything odd or unusual lately outside of the army passing through. If you would be so kind.
Well, my eyes ain't where they were used to be. But during that storm, my back started to ache as it does before rain, but it never quite came. So I was watching it when I was on wall duty and saw a large shape move through the cloud. It was so far off, though, I couldn't quite see what it was. Then all of a sudden, the shape disappeared and the cloud began to disappear with it, the storm cloud.
Cool. Outside of that, have you heard of anything unusual out in the forest, in the mountains, around town?
I mean, what do you count for unusual? It's like we're a small town here. And most unusual things we see are the people passing through. You'd
We've been
qualify.
valid. We've been encountering a wilderness dying, wildlife acting strange, water turning sickly. Just some of the things we've encountered.
Normal
Uh,
things.
They look to each other and it's like, no, not around here. So, I mean, we've had some trouble getting stuff to come down the northern road, but that's where the that's where the coughs the old man. I mean, that's the province of Neverwinter up there. So, you know, it was kind of expected when this whole thing happened.
Mm. Yeah.
So where's the booze you hide here that you drink while on duty?
We don't drink while on duty, Meepo.
Yes,
Um,
they do.
Meepo, make a perception check. Or better yet, an insight check.
Insight, really? You made me change? God dang it.
Meepo, you're already drunk.
Insight.
11 plus whatever.
1. 12. Damn it.
We don't drink on duty, he says.
I bet you
Well,
do.
I want to roll insight. Hold up. Nat 20, Logan, for a 26.
Oh, the old man is lying.
I figured. I cut him some side eye, but I don't say anything. God knows he probably was retired.
Don't you hold out on us.
Any chance you two know of anybody who might know of strange going-ons?
It's like we're always looking out over the wall. It's like my throat's been scratchy recently. Does that help?
I hope it's nothing like that plague down in Daggerford.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. It's terrible. It's like they were coughing up yellow stuff, they said.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Nothing like that yet. Thankfully
Good.
it ain't red.
Oh. If it is yellow, get us. It's exactly the kind of thing we're looking for.
Oh, you think that stuff can come here?
Unlikely.
Make a persuasion roll.
I love the idea that Katya unlikely just caused panic. 23.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, that if that was a nat 1, there might have been some panic.
I'm not gonna lie, that would have been funny. Just Katya like, huh. Alright. I will leave you to your duties, men. Thank you for your information and assistance.
The teenager does a really quick salute, but he's got this hand position wrong from what you're used to.
I just kind of reach out and tweak it to the correct position.
Thank you,
Too
ma'am.
drunk to salute. He's holding out.
April, we're taking you back to bed. I nod at them and we take our leave.
They walk. You guys walk off, leaving the guards behind.
I want a drink.
You have had plenty of drinks.
No, I haven't.
Are you going to do anything about getting a drink, Meepo?
Soon we'll go back to the tavern. I'm gonna ask for more beer. I assume we're staying at the tavern. Ours still going.
You do get back to the bar. Oh, what?
Is that another gate?
Yes, it is.
I mean, Meepo doesn't have to come, but I might go to that gate.
This is the east gate. The east gate kind of snakes around and down along the coast.
The East Gate.
I need a different color.
It's good enough.
Much better.
Okay. Well,
Anyway. Meatbo, are you going?
Meeple was in search of booze.
Okay. If you drop him off at the tavern, we can go from there. But I just need to know what you guys are doing. Because right now, Katya is carrying you.
And Meeple doesn't really have a choice.
You have the ability to hop down.
Not if you're forcibly carrying me.
I won't forcibly carry you.
Meepo will. We'll search. We'll prowl for booze.
Meepo,
I
roll.
mean, literally prowl.
I just need to know: are you going to steal? Because you can buy as much as you want, and we don't have to do anything too crazy. But if you're gonna steal, is when we gotta start doing extra rolls.
Yeah.
If you get locked up, I'm
Yeah.
not breaking you out.
Tempting, but not necessary. I don't think Meepo would
Okay.
need to steal.
Okay. All right, then Meepo, you can get all the alcohol you want for an extra 5 gold.
Sure.
But I will need you to roll some more con saves.
Okay.
All right. But tuning into Katya.
I just want to ask the same questions.
Okay. As you approach this side of the gate, there is a middle-aged woman who has her hair tied back in a ponytail underneath a leather cap, and a second teenager who looks maybe 2 years younger than the one on the opposite side, but very similar.
Oh my gosh, of course. I look at him. Are you related to the guy on the north gate?
That's my brother.
Good family resemblance.
You all
Pardon.
brothers?
Wait, is Meepo there?
No,
Okay.
not yet, at least.
I'll go ahead and because I still have a badge, arguably. Where did I put it? I love that there's still tavern keys in the bag of holding.
You know, it's been a few weeks. He's probably changed the locks by now.
Yeah, most definitely. But I'm pretty sure I still have a symbol of my rank. I might even just flash that and be like, "Can I just ask you a few questions about things that might be going around?"
The woman, she says, "Go ahead." Sorry, did you say you flashed your badge or not?
Yeah, I
Sorry.
think I'll do that.
The woman, soldier,
I just
ask away.
searching on some odd things, and I know there's all that business with the cloud hanging over up to the north. And I'm just curious if before or after that y'all noticed anything odd. I don't know why I have an accent. We're just gonna roll with it.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I've heard stories going on about the High Forest, that there was some weird stuff happening over there, but that was a few weeks ago.
Okay.
You guys remember where the High Forest is, right?
Yeah, it's up here.
Yeah.
Did we do anything up there?
Yep, that's
A lot
the
up there.
that's the first mission that this group did.
Gotcha. Okay. I think we went the wrong way. I think we needed to go north. Okay. Anything with wildlife acting up, wilderness acting strange?
Most of our mind's been on the upcoming conflict in Neverwinter.
That makes sense.
It's like we haven't had too much time to notice strangeness out there. I mean, old man Pavel says he saw something flying through the sky right above the Mirror of Dead Men, and then it disappeared in a flash, but I don't know of... I mean, I'm not trained in any kind of magic, but I don't know what could do that, so maybe the old man was seeing things.
Is that the gentleman on the north wall?
Yes, Pavel's on the north wall with Bertrand's brother.
Thank you. Okay.
I'm Octavia, by the way. Sorry for not introducing myself.
All good, all good. I should have taken more time. Katya.
Gotcha.
I appreciate the assistance. What would the next few towns up be if I were to go north?
Well, you'd have to go past the mirror itself, which is quite the walk around. You'll pass through Sword Mountains on both sides of the mirror. There's a smaller town to the north before you get to Neverwinter.
Okay.
Sorry, my map is very fuzzy.
No, you're good. You're good. When did the army begin to leave for Neverwinter?
You'll get to Helm's Hold before you get to Neverwinter. It's more of a fortress than a town, honestly.
Okay.
I mean, we don't get too much of nature here. We've mostly a trading town along the high road. If you wanted to take the long road, then Ambafall on the other side of the mountain, so quite the walk. You might have more luck with weird nature.
I'm wondering the same thing. Logan, did not Bertram, Pavel say what direction he saw the thing fly?
He said, I don't think he said it exactly, but it just floated up as a black shape
And
through
then it
into this.
disappeared.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's the thing. He described it as floating straight up.
Okay. I mean, you can tell me if I'm wrong. I just feel like we should have gone north.
You could have gone either direction. It's the main difference, possibly, because this is an active storytelling game, is that you would be dealing with the army on this one.
Yeah.
Which I think the party went south to avoid conscription.
Yeah, that is actually exactly what we did. Because we couldn't afford to not be on the road.
Just tell them you're not going to war, Lowell. I
Yeah.
refuse your conscription. They can't forcibly.
Yes, they can.
What are you gonna do? Make me fight?
I'm sorry I can't be more helpful. It's like you seem disappointed with my answers.
No, you're fine. I'm thinking far too hard.
Oh. Well, if you go to the Good Table Inn, I think they might still have some booze left.
They
Take
do.
Take the edge off.
In case you need to hunt it down, they do, in fact. I appreciate it. Thank you, Octavia. I will leave you to your work. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to the inn.
You see Meepo. Meepo, make a con save.
Another
Uh,
one? Or my last one.
This is. Oh wait, what was the last one you made?
9.
Oh, Meepo is drunk. It's like slurring his words at this point because he has been left alone with the booze.
Yes.
I look at the.
Meepo is standing on a table downing a tankard while the people are cheering on the funny lizard, drinking lizard.
I look at the redheaded woman to gather if he is being a bother.
Meepo, are you? What are you doing on top of the table besides drinking your booze?
People are cheering me on as a funny little creature who drinks booze.
Oh, okay. It's not a dance or anything. It's a chug, chug, chug.
Yeah, kinda.
Just-
Kinda like the hobbits.
oh, but they were dancing.
Funny little people drinking.
But-
So they're like they're entertaining for the crowd
Yeah, but
because they're
They were-
funny little things.
they were dancing. You didn't do for a dance for us, Meepo?
Probably not.
Okay. The tavern
It
keeper.
was a novelty.
The tavern keeper does not seem to truly mind so much, but she looks at you, Katya. And it's like,
I'm gonna go over, grab Meepo. I'm like, I think it's time for bed. Finish that drink.
I throw my tankard at her head.
I think you're done.
okay, what is your AC,
21.
Katya?
21.
Okay, I need you to make a improvised weapon throw.
Let's assume that's my dex modifier.
Pretty sure it's strength.
Okay.
For ranged?
Improvised weapons.
Be a ranged improvised weapon, though, wouldn't it?
Improvised weapon 5e. This object you can wield in war 2 hands is not designed to be a weapon, such as a tankard. If you had the weapon master's feat, any weapon could be mastered. But anyway. You could argue that it's something else, like throwing a rock, but if a character uses a ranged weapon to make a melee attack or throws a melee weapon that does not have the thrown property, it deals 1d4, normal range 20 feet, so that part you're good on. You know what? Screw it. We'll say it stacks. You're right.
There wouldn't be much strength to it. 9.
Kata, he chucks a tankard at your head. You do a boxing slip on it as you reach up on the table.
Don't wanna.
That's unfortunate. I think you've had enough. Let's go to bed.
Everyone else in the bar is booing you.
That's fine. Come on, Meepo.
Meepo's throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, just football carry him.
Drunk or a toddler.
Logan knows all too well.
Oh, well, we had our first issue today of a misunderstanding between siblings that greatly upset one sibling.
Oh boy.
Anderson said, "Hey, let's pretend that this toy car is a boat, with its wheels off, right?"
Uh-huh.
Laura and I interpreted that as Laura was supposed to take the wheels off of the car. So she did, and Anderson got upset because he wanted the wheels to stay on, but pretend that they were off.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Sounds about right.
yeah.
Yes, Meepo will thrash and throw a tantrum.
I carry him up. I'm sure Levi will be thrilled.
Levi, Katya comes in with us kicking and screaming. Meepo, I will get your name right.
Levi rolls his eyes.
Okay,
Meepo's not done yet.
Meepo's done.
No,
You're cut off.
no,
Yes.
no.
God, I throw him on the bed. I just want to sleep.
This is just the next six.
Meepo
Sorry.
goes for the door.
I
Meepo-
sit down in front of the door.
Oh my gosh, this is like bedtime for.
Yes.
All right, Meepo, she's in front of the door. You do not have the strength to open the door with her sitting in front of it.
Meepo will try anyway. Meepo will hang his body from the door, trying to pull it open with his body weight.
Meepo's just hanging there.
Ow.
Look at
Levi
Levi.
with
Do you
the
have a sleep spell?
Levi's asleep. Okay.
Levi's having a moment of, oh my gosh.
I mean, what a difficult question to ask.
Meepo will
'Cause I
use his
think
crowbar
At
to
some
try to
point,
pry it
I
open.
had one, but
Well, I mean, it gets more difficult as we level up.
no, the
'Cause
only
sleep-
thing I have is hold person.
Meepo will try to use a crowbar to try to pry the
I could
planks of
polymorph
the
them
door
into something smaller.
open.
That's actually tempting, except then he might actually make it out of the room.
Not if we put him in a cage.
Is there a window, Logan?
There is a window. It's currently closed.
Meepo will go try for the window.
He's scurrying across the room. He leaps for the window.
Sorry, polymorph him.
Cast hold person.
Amazing.
All right, Meepo needs to make a save of what?
What was it saved?
Wisdom.
Wisdom. +1. Eight.
Meepo, you are flying through the air. You land on the ground with a smack.
You have about a minute to tie him up, Cat.
Meepo was kicking his legs.
What was
Wait.
that?
So he's under hold person right now. So every 6 seconds he'll have a chance to save. But if you go to restrain him with like ropes and stuff, you should get an automatic success on to actually tie him up.
Yeah, this is awful, but I will tie him up.
Okay. Meepo, you can now make a save. 2.
So 1.
All right. Katya successfully gets the ropes around Meepo. Do you guys wait for the hold person to stop, or do you keep going?
That's on him. I would argue you can drop it, but
Meepo shall rage against the dying of the light.
You can rage as much as you want, but it just ain't gonna happen.
He will.
look at Levi. Thanks. You can drop it if you need to. I grabbed the pillow off the bed. Can't back out in front of the door. I put some ear block. What am I thinking? The shit you stuff in your ear to not hear anymore.
Cotton.
Something like that. Shove it in my ear and I roll over and go to sleep.
Okay. Meepo, how long are you gonna you are a master rogue. Did you guys take his stuff?
I don't think I thought that far.
Okay, Meepo. You have a chance to get out of this because it is just ropes.
Use a dagger to cut them.
Okay, but I'm gonna. How long do you wait before you cut them?
Till things are very quiet.
Okay. Meepo is now free of the ropes as Levi and Katya are both asleep.
People will continue towards the window, trying to keep quiet.
Is he still drunk?
He's
Yes.
sober up a little bit, but he's also had a lot. So, because you are still drunk, I'm gonna need you to make this stealth roll at disadvantage, but that should be fine for you.
What did I get on stealth again? Well, I get an advantage anyway because I have my elven cloak.
Yep.
13.
Okay. Meepo, you get to the window and open it wide. Outside is the chirping crickets of the night.
People will climb down.
Not a problem with you with your practiced hands of thievery.
People shall go to the tavern to drink.
All right, you walk around the building, you get to the front, you walk in, the bar is closed.
Amazing.
No!
Katya,
No!
Katya and Levi make a perception check.
How late is it already? Jesus.
I arguably be at disadvantage considering I stuffed cotton in my ear.
Yeah, that's an excellent point.
I obviously heard him go out because I got a natural 20 for 25.
Nice.
7.
Okay, Katya is snoring away, Levi, but you hear the no.
You know, at this point, it's quiet in the room because Cat really doesn't snore like Meepo, so Levi just turns over and goes to sleep.
Amazing.
All right, Meepo, there's nobody coming to stop you. What do you do?
Meepo will search for a bar.
In the town?
Sure.
Okay.
Why not? There's got to be somewhere that looks like it has lights on and people drinking.
All right, I'm gonna need you to make a D100 roll.
Jeez. Okay. 36.
Okay.
Interesting number with a lot of factors.
Uh-huh. I'm trying to find the sheet that I have.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 12.
Okay, Meepo. As you run off into the night, looking for booze of some kind, that is where your memory stops.
Amazing.
When you wake up, you are in the middle of the floor where you were, tied up in the ropes again, but very poorly. It looks like you've done them yourself. And there is a blue and purple residue around your mouth.
What? Blue and purple residue.
Yep, and your stomach hurts a lot.
Do I recognize what the heck is a blue and purple residue? Is it recognizable? Taste?
It tastes like some kind of berry mixed with rum.
Oh,
What did
not
you
bad.
up to?
Yeah, Katya, you wake up. Meepo, you can tell Meepo has gotten out of his restraints and has basically just piled the ropes on top of him to look like he never left, but very lazily.
Where?
And you see like he has a smear of goo on his mouth.
What did you get into? feel like I'm talking to my cat. Oh my gosh.
None of your business.
Okay. If you get arrested, it's on you.
I don't appear to be arrested, so no. I don't think so.
So,
You're
You
the
guys-
only arresting person here.
so you guys did get a long rest. And you now greet the morning.
Hello, morning.
I want to talk to my party and I want to figure out what we do next because I don't know.
Click enters the room with Oliver to talk about just that.
We drink, of course.
I don't know. I don't know how to find or solve anything we're trying to find or solve.
Click says, "Well, I've got Scry again.
Okay.
It's like we don't need water walk anymore. Ideally,
One would hope.
The one would.
That's what you think.
We'll find out.
so I can try to Scry on him.
That would be appreciated.
Yeah, just I just need a basin to put some holy water in.
Do the rooms have little like wash up bowls?
I got my own. It has to be a special one. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
Let me rephrase. I need a space to put my special basin in. So
Okay.
if you all would like get in, I need you guys to sit on the beds.
We all sit on the beds.
Okay. He brings out like this silver inlaid bowl that you guys remember him paying to get crafted.
Oh, that's right.
You ever drink booze from this thing?
He just gives you a hard stare. This is a holy relic, but
Yeah.
sanctified by Serenetta. It is not
Many
for
religions will drink booze.
that. It is not for that. If I want to drink booze, I will.
Not with that attitude.
I will drink booze if I want to, but just not out of this. Okay.
You could down the whole thing.
Do you hear me, Meepo?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay.
Yes. Think you could down the whole thing?
Like the whole volume?
Yes. I assume it's quite large. I don't know.
It's I'm imagining it's kind of like a wash basin.
Could you drink the whole thing?
Click is doing like the mental math in his head. Anyway,
Bet you can't.
Ignore him.
what was that?
Ignore him.
Oh. Uh,
Bet you 5 gold you can't.
can I get you guys to roll a d20 for me?
All of us. One of us.
One person.
16. I don't know if that's good or bad.
What is Click's DC?
I don't know.
Wouldn't know how that worked.
I wonder how Chris is doing. He hasn't said anything in the group for a while.
He's been having a lot of crises.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. Here. There's not a way to search, is there?
No. We really should have a search function for Messenger.
Yeah, there is, but it's not like I want to search for a PDF.
Search for .pdf.
I've got a character sheet for 2023.
July 27th.
Mine's October.
Oh. Yeah, he was level 10 when we did this one. So his DC should be what? Why am I struggling with this? I should know this.
If
It's
you don't play
8.
clerics, it's always 8 plus modifier plus proficiency bonus, right?
Yeah, your proficiency bonus is, what is your proficiency bonus? The proficiency bonus right now.
Mine.
+4.
+4. So, okay. So Click does his concentration over top of the bowl, and you see it's like what he sees is in the water is the vaguest images of Peach. It's like Peach seems to be walking around some kind of, this is how he's describing it to you. He seems to be walking around in some kind of castle. The walls are derelict and covered in moss and lichen, and seems to be growing bits of fungus in different parts of the wall. All of the fungus seems to be the same yellow color that you guys are encountering everywhere.
So he's underground.
Not judging by the light. The light it seems like it would be in the middle, like it would be there's a clear natural light coming from somewhere,
Okay.
but there is so overcast wherever he is that none of it's actually direct sunlight.
This doesn't help us find him.
Click continues to watch Push as he walks around the castle. Someone make an intelligence roll for Click.
Don't know what modifier he has.
All right, I need you to roll, and then I will look. And I've got a sheet pulled up right here. Okay, with a 12. Click does not understand what he sees, but he'll remember it pretty well. He sees a pair of twin crowns in pieces carved into certain pillars throughout the castle as Pish is walking through them.
Anyone recognize twin crowns?
No, but I bet the White Spire might know the history.
It's a long way away, though.
Now, all of a sudden, as Push, he goes through this small archway, and Click can see this glowing energy that kind of creates like ripples through the air and cast light that are similar to the kind of light you would see at the bottom of a swimming pool. It's the gigantic Mythalar from
Is working with the dragon.
from Asarak. You see Push reach his hand forward and touch it, and the Mythalar glows almost brilliantly as Click. You watching him do this, you see him like reflexively like squint his eyes, and as he opens them, he looks around the room. It's like, I lost it. It's like the vision just ended. It wasn't supposed to end yet.
Oh. He protected himself.
Let's find some twin crowns.
I don't know if he knew I was watching.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
I would assume he does.
didn't that thing protect the city for a really long time? Do you think he activated it somehow?
Make a What is your spell casting modifier, everybody? If you roll a
I
d20
don't
with your
cast.
spell casting modifier,
I do not have casting.
so
hold
you
on.
don't have to do this then.
Plus
Charisma.
5 for me.
Spell casting's for losers.
Click gets a
Nerds.
2. What did Levi get?
So I'm rolling a d20 plus my modifier.
Yep, for your spell casting.
Oh, excuse me.
15.
So Katya, you get this hunch. How far can Click scry, you wonder?
Click, is there a limit to how far you can scry?
He flips open his prayer book. I can see anything on the same plane.
Okay, so we know he's on the same plane.
Wait a minute. Didn't you say that old man saw a shape disappear?
Are you telling me it's just invisible in the sky over there?
No, I don't think it's that.
The dragon disappearing?
No. No.
I'm glad I make my characters dumb.
Hold on. I'm gonna try it again. Can you roll another d20 for me, Eric?
Okay. $13.
Click looks through the water and he immediately comes back to him. I couldn't see him that time.
So it's plane
Skill
shifting.
issue.
He is plane shifting. He is using the
Fuck if I do
Mythalar
this.
to plane shift.
How the
Like
fuck
your
are we supposed
necklace.
How do you do that?
That's at the White Spire. I left it there so that way they could work on it.
We gotta go back to Waterdeep.
God damn it. Just
Told
going in
you.
circles.
It's all with them druids.
Yeah, but it's not the druids we need, it's the White Spire.
Yeah,
We have the druids.
If we're gonna chase push down, I need the necklace.
But isn't that a one-time use?
I don't remember, honestly.
Okay. I mean, that might be why we're getting it repaired.
No, because remember when Lou tried to use it in the in the marsh? He kept teleporting.
Oh, that's right. I guess I just assumed it was a one-time use because we would be using it to send Click back.
Yeah. Says Click. Maybe it's not a one-time use. We'll have to see what they were getting up to. What was David's character's? What was his second character name? Not Lou.
Right. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I was hoping you would remember.
Long time ago.
Was it Maze?
Maze.
Oh, look at
Oh
me.
yeah, Maze. Fuck that guy.
Poor girl.
I've been like the past few sessions, I've been thinking how I can't remember.
All I know about Maze is that they are very androgynous. That I don't think David even knows.
Fair enough.
Probably not.
But that's supposed to get you closer to whatever the elf god is, I think. The more androgynous you are. Because, you know,
It's gendered.
Oh, doesn't Maze also? Wait, it's not Lathander, is it?
it's either Kelimimbor or Lathander. One of those two is the elf god that is pretty in the middle on stuff. Whereas like it's not Mordenkainen, is it Mordrin? The dwarf lord?
Mm.
You have to know.
Complete opposite end of the spectrum.
Do not understand the funny elves.
It's probably not Lathander because I think Lathander comes out as like a good in alignment.
Yeah. Anyway. So that's why we're having so much trouble tracking him. It's because he's not here all the time. That's great.
How the hell are we supposed to find him now?
I wonder if there's a way to like
God damn.
track his shift.
I don't know it, says
Yeah,
Click.
magic people.
No, but the White Spire people might.
They might.
What happened to good old just stabbing each other?
That's what we're trying to do, Meepo.
We just gotta,
it's this fancy magic games.
We're trying to track him down and maybe stab him.
Why doesn't he just come here? We see who stabs who, and we just get it done with.
He doesn't want us to stab him.
Maybe he'll stab us. Find out.
He did try that, to be fair.
did he?
No, he tried to push me off a tree.
Yeah.
Free.
Okay. Everybody rested? It's time to hike back to Waterdeep.
Yeah. Well, I just used 2 5th level spells. Can we have another long rest?
We
I'm
have to wait
I'm
16
teasing.
hours.
I'm teasing. I'm teasing.
16 hours.
One of my favorite jokes from a D&D podcast is like, guys, I think I'm depressed. I've been awake for like 3 hours and I already want to go to bed.
Accurate.
But
Sleep.
so the party sets out to Waterdeep, hoping to find the druids and the White Spire, hoping they can track down Pish in his moving castle.
Push's moving castle.
Oh, Lord.
But I hope y'all guys had fun. I did.
Yeah.
It's like it was